People said Pastor Samuel's house was holy ground. You couldn't sneeze without someone saying bless you. No loud music, no visitors after 7 p.m. And certainly no fornication. But inside that house lived BC. BC, the only daughter of Pastor Samuel, 19 years old, full of life and temptation. Light-skinned, with wide eyes and curvy hips, she always tried to hide behind long skirts. Her voice was soft, but her eyes were fire. Boys looked at her and prayed harder. Some failed. And then came Joseph. Joseph was a 26-year-old corper assigned to teach mathematics at BC's secondary school. Tall, dark, and poor. His NYSC khaki trousers always hung a bit loose, and his black sandals had been patched twice. He was placed in Pastor Samuel's house to lodge, free of charge, because the church sponsored his accommodation. He arrived with 2 Ghana Moscow bags and a Bible. "Welcome, Brother Joseph," Pastor Samuel said that first day. "This is a house of the Lord. May no spirit of lust find you here." Joseph smiled awkwardly. "Amen, sir." But when he saw BC coming down the stairs that evening, in a white blouse and wrapper tied carelessly around her waist, his amen turned into a swallowed cough. Their rooms were on the same corridor. Only one thin wall separated them. At first, they hardly spoke. BC would walk past him with shy greetings. He would nod, eyes glued to the floor. But time does something to people who live under the same roof. It began with stolen glances, then longer talks, jokes whispered in the kitchen, eyes that lingered too long at night prayers. One evening, after her father had gone to a revival, BC brought him a plate of hot amala. "Thank you," Joseph said, surprised, "but I didn't ask for food." "I know," she smiled, "but you looked hungry." He didn't know how to answer. He just ate, slowly, watching her lips as she sucked the oil off her fingers, watching the wrapper tied too loosely around her chest. That night, he didn't sleep well. Weeks passed. The tension thickened. Then came the rain. It was one of those heavy Yoruba thunderstorms. BC's room began leaking from the ceiling. She ran into the hallway, soaked and shivering. "My room is flooded," she said. Joseph opened his door. "Come in." She hesitated. "Are you sure?" "Yes, you'll catch a cold." She stepped in. He gave her a towel. She dried her face, but her blouse was wet and transparent. Her nipples showed beneath. He turned his face away, breathing hard. "Maybe I should go," she said quietly. "It's still raining," he replied, voice rough. "Stay till it stops." The rain didn't stop, and neither did they. One moment, they were sitting side by side. The next, their hands touched. Then lips, then breath. Then her wrapper slipped, and his self-control snapped. She moaned softly as he kissed her neck. He whispered her name like a prayer. Their clothes scattered across the room like fallen leaves. It was gentle. It was clumsy. But it was real. Afterward, she lay on his chest, silent. "Will you marry me one day?" she asked. He nodded. "If your father doesn't kill me first." They both laughed, but deep inside, they knew they had crossed a line that could never be erased. Days turned into weeks. It continued, carefully, secretly, kisses stolen behind church pews, quick touches in the kitchen, long nights in whispered moans. Joseph tried to stop it. He prayed, fasted, but every time she came to his door, his hands betrayed him. Then she missed her period. She waited 5 days, then 10, then 20. Her heart pounded every time she walked past her father's study. One afternoon, she pulled Joseph aside. "I think I'm pregnant." He froze. "Are you sure?" "I'm late." He ran his hands over his face. "Jesus Christ. Don't swear." "Sorry. What do we do now?" Before they could decide, Pastor Samuel did. That same week, he announced during family devotion, "Bisi, I've spoken to Brother Elijah. He wants to marry you, a good Christian man. He will visit next week." Her mouth dropped open. "Daddy, no. I have spoken to God, but I don't love him." "You will learn." She ran out crying. That night she packed a bag and went to Joseph. "We must run away," she said. "I won't marry Elijah." Joseph shook his head. "I don't have money. I don't even have a plan. You have me. Bisi, please." She kissed him. He kissed her back. But fear now lived in both their eyes. 2 days later, Pastor Samuel found her pregnancy test hidden in the bathroom cabinet. The house exploded. "You have shunned me," he shouted, flinging the Bible across the table. "Under my roof, with that boy." He called Joseph to the parlor. Bisi stood trembling behind him. "Did you sleep with my daughter?" Joseph looked at the ground. "Yes, sir." Silence, then thunder. Pastor Samuel slapped him hard. "Get out of my house." He turned to Bisi. "You too, go to your mother's village. I can't look at you." She screamed. "I'm not going anywhere. You are no longer my daughter." Joseph tried to hold her, but she collapsed in tears. That night, they left. They didn't go far, just a friend's one-room apartment in Agbowo. No furniture, no plan, just each other. Life was hard. Bisi vomited daily. Joseph took odd jobs, tutoring, washing cars. They sold her iPhone for baby clothes. They fought, they cried, they held each other at night, like lifeboats in a storm. The baby came on a hot Thursday afternoon. A girl, dark-skinned like Joseph, with Bisi's wide eyes. They named her Anuolua, God's mercy. It was a name they clung to. 2 years later, Pastor Samuel sent a letter. Short, cold. "I forgive you. Come home if you wish." They never replied. But sometimes Bisi would look out the window, holding Anu, and whisper to herself, "Even under my father's roof, I was never truly free." Now, in this tiny room with leaking ceilings and a mattress on the floor, she was not perfect, not comfortable, but free and in Joseph's arms. Beneath the sound of their daughter's gentle breath, she found a new kind of holiness.